Over the past 60 days, we generated $450K for our 3 new clients using paid ads on Facebook and TikTok. I want to share with you how we've done that. A lot of what I do with paid ads is trial and error, but in a very quick format. So for the first client that came to us, they're trying to sell online sessions and they're paying in excess of $160 per lead, when really they need to be between $20 to $50. So I went in, I looked at their ads manager, they're running ads on Facebook, they're using a conversion objective, which is usually the most expensive objective. The first thing that stood out to me was that they were only using images. So a first note was to use more video with humans in them, the talking head videos, to explain the problem that they solve to potential customers and invite them to book in that call. Upon making those changes, there was an immediate drop of lead cost down to 120, 130, but it was still nowhere near the desired 20 to 50. The next thing I looked at here was how much it was costing to get traffic off of Facebook and onto their landing page. We were paying about $6 to get a landing page view, to get someone from Facebook onto the landing page and load it, which for most businesses, you need to be between $1 to $2.50 max. So my next step for them was testing out a lead form. The thing that I love about lead forms is that people stay on the platform. This is the same with TikTok as well. So instead of having to wait a couple of seconds or go off site, the lead form loads instantly. Most of the time their details automatically populate and it's just a very seamless experience. The coolest thing about this is that our client went on holidays for 5 days, literally the day that I launched the lead form. And when she came back, it was one of those fairy tale experiences because that reduced their lead cost down to $15 and produced over 600 leads in those 5 days. It was amazing. So safe to say that client was happy. Now, client number 2, selling fairly high ticket items online, anywhere between the $300 to $700 range, had never had success with paid advertising on Facebook or TikTok. Now, this doesn't happen often, but the first thing that I tested worked right out of the gate, which was using collection style ads because they had a lot of products to drive the initial intent and the awareness of the product itself. And then we came up with some really awesome UGC style content, user generated content, the style of content we use pretty frequently on TikTok for the remarketing side of things. So we had one campaign driving traffic, the awareness of the product, and we had 2 remarketing campaigns, one which was just retargeting people who've been to the website, and we had another retargeting campaign with dynamic product ads, which is very simply, if you go to XYZ product on the page, you will see XYZ product on Facebook and TikTok. The vast majority of their sales, in excess of 70%, came from the remarketing ads. So just a hot tip here, if you're not running any remarketing and you're only running one campaign to a cold audience, please consider retargeting. And not only did this plan work well straight out of the gate, but we're able to generate more in 60 days than their entire last year revenue, which is just insane. Now, client number 3, that was an interesting one. That was a scaling strategy, and they wanted to scale geographically. So the client's based on the Gold Coast of Australia, and they wanted to branch out, getting leads in 100 kilometers in each direction. So other than the obvious of just increasing the radius of the ads themselves, we reformatted the best performing creative that we came up for them to call out some of the major towns and cities in those extended areas. And I know it seems like a really simple tip, but unfortunately I find a lot of people are lazy and just want to click a button and reach a new audience without putting any effort into the creative and how you can make it feel more personalized to them. Like, even if you just put some text calling out the suburb, that's better than nothing. So all in all, this has been a really successful ride for these 3 clients. And if it wasn't obvious, the way we've achieved that is by having a clear-cut strategy for each particular business, because obviously no one business is the same. So if you feel like your current strategy isn't working for you, feel free to send me a message. I'm happy to give advice for free. You might just find it's a little tweak or something you might be overlooking that can have a big result for you. Anyway, hope that helps. Have a good day.